animal lovers, welcome to Amy's Animals, and today I would like you to meet Baby. I chose to do an introduction video on Baby first because she has been with me the longest of all of my current animals, and she just holds a really special place in my heart. So a little bit of basic information about Baby is that she's a collie mix, and I adopted her Mother's Day of 2010. She was a gift to me from my husband. So at that time, she was estimated to be around 2 years old. So that makes her 13 next month. And then she never had any special needs when she was young. However, now that she's a senior, she requires joint supplements daily and she benefits from a softer diet. Baby's personality is super low-key. She's really quiet and hardly ever barks, but she's very serious and down to earth. Baby means business. However, her presence is really calming and she has her quirky moments too. So Baby's story is that when she was a little puppy, a woman adopted her who lived alone in a single wide trailer. But the woman worked really long hours, 5+ days a week. And as Baby grew, the woman would return home to chewed up couches and furniture, chewed up carpets, shoes, garbage, just all the things that would deem Baby to be naughty. When in reality, Baby's story is a classic case of what happens when puppies get bigger. To be honest, in the beginning, when I first met Baby back in 2010, it was not love at first sight because she was so scared and traumatized that she crawled across the ground and piddled everywhere. She had bald patches around her eyes and she was missing hair from her face. She smelled really bad and had a pretty bad case of ringworm from the stress of shelter life. But it was the next part of Baby's story that encouraged me to take her in. The shelter staff told me that eventually the woman started to muzzle Baby before leaving her house. This meant that Baby spent hours alone scratching her own face up to get out of the muzzle. And that was the reason for the baldness on her face. How could I say no to that poor, helpless pup? That part of Baby's story still makes me a little bit emotional just because I know the collie breed so well and I know Baby so well. And it must have been a really traumatic time for her. But eventually it was the woman's older son, adult son, who got upset with his mom and said, "This is just not the best pet for you." And he returned Baby to the shelter. And thankfully, the woman did the right thing by signing Baby over. I'm not gonna lie, it was not an easy transition in the beginning because Baby was very nippy, as collies can be known to be, but it was mostly due to the fact that she was scared. And I decided to crate train her, and within the first week of bringing Baby home, I knew without a doubt that she was never going to go back to that shelter again. So today, Baby has turned out to be, hands down, the best dog I have ever had. But don't tell the others. She she's very loyal. She's made it her job to be at my feet literally wherever I go, from room to room even. And if I'm not around, then she will stay near a family member. And if no one is home, then she has other dogs or animals to be with. And in all the more than a decade that Baby's been with us, not once has she chewed up a single belonging of ours, unless we've given her a bone to chew. There is so much more that I can share about Baby, but you will get to know her better in future videos. She is the icing on my cake, and She's very revered in our household and with all the other animals. I hope that baby's story inspires you as it did for me, because not only did I find my best friend and my constant companion, but her spirit solely is the one that inspired me to help as many animals as I can. Thank you so much for letting me share baby's story. I look super forward to making the next introduction video for another worthy pet. Until then, if you have a beloved senior pet in your life, give them a hug and a kiss from me. I send my blessings and take care.